For more than 4 years, David Goldman has fought to have his son Sean return from Brazil. David is in Rio de Janeiro this morning, where he has gotten a chance to see his son, and we're going to talk with him in just a moment. But first, the latest details in his heart-wrenching custody battle. In Rio de Janeiro, the Brazilian press is now camped outside David Goldman's hotel. His story is front-page news. This is David's second visit with Sean in Brazil. 4.5 years ago, David's life was turned upside down when his wife Bruna took Sean to Brazil on vacation, but then told David she wasn't coming back. She later died during childbirth, and her new husband, an influential attorney, refused to let Sean go home. David has been fighting for his son ever since.
He's got to get out of there. The urgency is greater than ever to bring him home. What happens in Brazil, I hope they listen and they want to do the right thing.
David's story has resonated in Washington, with Secretary of State Hillary Clinton expressing her support, even speaking with David on the phone Thursday for 10 minutes. She has been talking to Brazilian officials trying to get Sean back to the U.S., something she recently discussed with NBC's Andrea Mitchell.
A child belongs with his family, and there is no reason why David Goldman should not get his child back. His son is the most precious person in the world to him, and he has gone not just the extra mile, but mile after mile, back and forth.
But not everyone appreciates the international attention. For the first time, we're hearing from the other side. An attorney for Bruna's new husband saying this is a personal issue, not a political one.
There should never have been a diplomatic problem between Brazil and the United States. The reason why we're coming out and making the matter public from our standpoint, because the public and everyone was having just one side of the story.
As the legal battle continues, so too does David's fight for his son.
I love you, Sean, and I'm going to be here and I'm going to be with you, and I hope it doesn't take long at all.
David Goldman is in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Good morning to you, David.
Good morning. Good morning, Meredith.
David, I know this trip to Brazil is just the second time that you have had a chance to see your son, Sean. The last time was several weeks ago. I know you visited with him yesterday. How is he doing, and how did that visit go?
Sean is well. He's healthy, and our visit was good. I'm hoping that our bond is getting stronger and stronger.
What did you do yesterday?
He's got these little pea shooters, so we were playing with them, and I got him a couple toys, a little toy motorboat that we played with in the pool, and it was a short visit in the morning because he went on to school, and then we visited again in the evening, and we went swimming, which is something that he loves. He's always loved that.
You have been to Brazil many times, David, to try to see your son, and all those times you've been basically anonymous, but not this time. The Brazilian media is now following this case closely. They have been parked outside your hotel. They were at the airport when you arrived. A lot of the press has been negative. How are you handling this scrutiny?
Well, I mean, I've fought for over 4 years with dignity and out of love for my son. So these lies and this smear campaign will not sway me. I will not waver in the face of their lies. And apparently they have new lawyers now who are going to go in a different direction. And
who has new lawyers?
The other side. Mm-hmm. Who have new lawyers, and they're going to try different tactics. I believe they were in the courts at night trying to stay all the proceedings again, so I wouldn't have any visits with Sean. So we'll see. Whatever I can do, I will always try to. I will never stop.
You have a lot
trying to be with my son.
Yeah, you obviously have a lot of support here in this country, including Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who took your case to the Brazilian foreign minister, brought it up with him. She also called you yesterday. What did she say to you?
Stay strong, that she's not giving up. They're speaking, on high levels of government, and she believes. In our case, the facts are the facts. It's plain and simple. It's clear that my son and I need to be reunited and come back home together.
There was also a House resolution. Yeah, there was also a House resolution passed this week calling on the Brazilian government to return your son. There's going to be a rally this weekend in Washington, and President Obama will meet with the president of Brazil, President Lula, as well. Perhaps this will come up. People believe that it will come up in their conversation. How much does that pressure, that kind of pressure, help your case, do you think?
Well, I hope it's not pressure, that it's just kind of a communication, a dialogue that bring things to the attention, to educate some of the judges who weren't really knowledgeable about the Hague Convention. Because, again, Brazil and America have a very good relation, and it's not a battle between two countries. It's about the recognition of the pure, simple, basic human and God-given right of a parent to raise their child, and hopefully that's what the idea of this discussion would be about. It's not against each other, not pressuring each other. It's to work together as two friendly nations in arms together, hand in hand.
But this has been such a roller coaster ride for you, David. I know that the custody case is now in Brazil's federal courts. Have you been given any indication when there will be a decision made?
No, that I haven't. That I haven't, and that's tough, because I don't know how long this has to keep going on. I know if the other side has their way, it will continue forever. But it's got to end. It's gone on way too long to begin with. And, my poor son, and the longer it goes on, time isn't our friend, and they know that.
All right, David Goldman, I know you will be seeing your son, Sean, very shortly again today, and I appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you, and thanks for everyone again, and thanks for the support, and thanks for helping. And again, the facts are the facts, and I just hope we can come home together soon.
All right, David Goldman, thank you again. I'll have much more of David's story Sunday night on Dateline at 7, 6 Central, right here on NBC.